So we're a family of 4, 2 kids living in about 440 square feet. It's a decent size for a small family. So
it's about a fifth of what we were paying living expenses before.
Yeah. I fell in love with the idea of living more sustainably. We want to be better stewards of what we have and kind of not get sucked into the materialism aspect of the world. Have more time for family, for our faith, for neighbors, for ministry, all that stuff.
So this is probably a 5-year plan for us just because of the kids and probably outgrowing their bedroom space. Now that we've been in here, I'm the one who most often says, oh, I want to be in here longer than 5 years.
After we built ours, I started kind of investing time and planning into, okay, let's build them for other people too. And so I've done that a time or two now. I really enjoy it, kind of helping people figure out what is right for them, what's enough for them, what's their ideal space, and just kind of helping them live their dream life but in a smaller space. Let's show you around, huh? I had to have the double basin sink. We'd like to get one of those tops people can put on the sink to have a little bit more counter space eventually. Little tiny dishwasher that my wife found on Facebook.
It's 6 place settings, so we run it once a day.
And right next to that we got our propane stove, 3 burners and a little oven underneath. It's supposedly like an RV or a boat stove, so it's smaller, but
my 9x13 fits in there, but and a pizza pan fits in there.
And we're able to cook, full meals on it all the time.
And 3 burners is all I need. I'm not a great cook. I don't enjoy cooking a lot, so I just kind of do the basics, and that's all I need for that. Things like this, Brandon built specifically because this is where we wanted the spices. This is how we wanted them. And then he also made cans because I need a fair bit of pantry space for cans. So he did that for me, and it's perfect. It's just right here. The can opener is right above it. Just little tiny details like that are what I love about it because it's exactly what we wanted. So this is a 3/4 size fridge. It's apartment size, so it's a little smaller than what we're used to. And we go grocery shopping more often because of that, but it's working. It's working better than I thought it would.
So this is our table. Kind of locks on both sides so it doesn't just fall open, but then kind of hinges down here with the legs. And then we have a dining table because eating together is very important for our family, and especially for dinners. So our son will sit here, I'll sit here, the daughter will sit there, and Jan will sit there, and we'll kind of just all have a nice meal together.
Fits all the place settings really well. We have company every once in a while. You can fit another person here pretty well. The chair is just in the closet behind the door here. And then we wanted the shelves. I wanted the shelves because I didn't want to have to be always going and finding the salt and pepper or the sugar or whatever it is that we used all the time. Eventually, we're hoping our daughter will also sit on the stairs and I'll get to sit on a real chair. But for now, this works out. This is just kind of general storage. Diaper bag tucks in there, my broom tucks in there, and we have our growth charts in there. And I have a little bit extra shoe storage in there because mine didn't all fit. So we wanted the loft space for the kids to be underneath because they're still pretty young and I didn't want to have to worry about them falling out, especially our daughter. I didn't want to have to worry about her up in a high spot. So there are 8 of these, and they each have 4, and Malachi can get his up and down all by himself, so he loves that. This bed does fold up into a chair, or it just stacks completely, all 3 sections. It's 3 sections, it'll stack over there. And then we got this for Allie's bed because she still needs to be in a crib. She's not old enough to stay in the bed by herself, and we really liked it because it had this side, so I don't have to worry about lifting her over in the ceiling and all of that. She just crawls in and out on her own and she loves it.
Everybody that walks in here says, wow, that's a big bathroom for a tiny house. Well, we have 4 people, and 3 of them at least are usually in the bathroom at one time in the morning, so need a little bit bigger of a space. And we also wanted to fit our laundry center in here. Yes, this unit does both for tiny housers, that's not new. That's pretty standard, I guess. So yeah, I got our Nature's Head toilet, which is working out great for us. Our son, he's 5, he uses it like a charm, and yeah, I could tell you stories, but I won't. But yeah, he uses it great. I don't like claustrophobic showers, and so I bent a PVC pipe with heat and a rope, and that was fun, but it also adds quite a bit of space to our already rather big shower. We found for $16 a lighting LED thing, really cheap version for the shower, but it's so dark in there, so we like, you know, you can turn on different colors, and you could even make everything, you know, change colors. So as we go up into the living room, we wanted a decent standing size, at least for us. We have lots of tall friends that they have to do this all the time, but works for us. And this is our house, right? So we got a nice big size couch that that I built. We have a couple large scale drawers, some for toys in here, and then we've got the diaper center right here for now until she's out of that, and I hope that day is soon, but we'll see. And then under here, built this space for ottomans that pull out, and this one stores the cushion that goes on top, actually. We like having guests, even though guests in a tiny house is more difficult than a normal house. So if they need to stay over for any reason, we have a bed.
And then in the corner here is just all of our Christmas decorations. Originally, I really wanted to put our games in here, but somebody else we know that lives in a tiny house said, if you can't get to it, you'll never use it. So she suggested we put something we never have to get to in there.
Our neighbor had a bunch of little small trees that he was going to take out. So I grabbed a couple and I whittled them down and stained them up, and now they serve as eye-pleasing structural things. Mostly just eye-pleasing things, but they do help keep the ridge beam up a little bit, just because it's such a long house. And maybe, you know, coat hooks.
This is our loft. He made it quite long, and so we have room for a closet. His hang-up clothes go over here, and then it's big enough for a queen-size bed, which he did sink into the floor a couple inches. This is a purple mattress, so it's a little bit taller, so plenty of headroom. And when our daughter is taking a nap, our son actually uses this as his playroom, so he doesn't have to worry about his feet or toys making noise on the floor above her head. Brandon made these runners, which are kind of like our nightstands, so they open up and there's a lot of space in there. I don't like to get changed up here. That's probably the only thing, so I will take all my stuff downstairs, but other than that, there's enough room. We don't really feel like it's cramped.
With a tiny house and a family, we knew we wanted outdoor living space of some kind. So our solution for now is this 8-ish by 12-ish deck. Just kind of somewhere for the kiddos to go if they're starting to get a little stir crazy inside. It's nice to hear the rain, especially with the loft when you're sleeping or whatnot. You know, in a traditional house, you can't hear it as well, just because of attic space and such. But we like the rain, so hearing it pitter patter on the roof is nice. Living with kids is chaotic in tiny houses at times, we'll be honest. But it's funny because moving from that large space to this tiny space, kids haven't noticed it at all. Like, they're more happy here, I feel like, than there a lot of times. And it's really surprised me, for one. You really do adapt to your space, and don't be too scared about it. It'll take some changes and intentionality, but at the end of the day, it'll be a fun little adventure. So don't be too scared is what my advice would be. It's a good thing.